Hey folks, today we're going to be talking about Wandering Nobles, which is the last part of the Chapter 3 DLC that we are getting for Crusader Kings 3. This is the event pack, so one of the smaller DLCs we get for the game. And today we got a surprise announcement that we have a release date for it. I kind of thought this would be a little further away, especially as we got really no news about this since it was announced with the Chapter 3 announcement. But we did get the news. It is coming to us on the 4th of November, so that is going to be with us very quickly. I kind of thought this would be, as I said, a little bit further away, or at least we get like a month's notice it was coming out. But nope, on the 4th of November, we are getting Wandering Nobles. Again, this is an event pack for the game, so no crazy DLC additions with it. But we have got a brief overview today on the website about what we are going to be receiving, and they did also update the Steam page with some additional screenshots, so we're going to take a look over those in the video today. They do mention at the end of this that we are also getting the dev diaries starting tomorrow for this new content, so do make sure you subscribe, like the video, and we can follow all the news about this as it comes out starting tomorrow. But here we go, this is the dev post, just giving us a brief overview. We kind of knew this was based around, well, obviously Wandering Nobles, and we will get a new lifestyle tree and things like that, but they have fleshed that out a little bit more. So the features will include a new wandering lifestyle with 3 new branches. There's a screenshot of that later on from Steam that we'll talk about. And the 3 branches on here are Inspector. Landed characters can survey and improve their realm. Landless characters can seek environmental specialization. Not 100% sure what that means. I guess maybe if you travel in certain areas of the map, you get better and better at traveling those areas, so traveling deserts or something like that maybe. The next tree is Wayfarer, travel to reduce stress and pursue fame for your exploits. And then the last one is Voyager, improve linguistic skills and live the life of a tourist and sightseer. So one very much focused, I would imagine, on landless characters, that last one. I mean, you can be a tourist and a sightseer as a ruling character, but I don't know, for some reason it seems like the second half of that focus more on landless characters. Linguistic skills kind of helps you across the board, so overall I think kind of like a split tree for that one. But the reduced stress for Wayfarer as well, that sounds pretty good. And pursue fame for your exploits, I guess a good way to get some prestige and some modifiers. So that is the Wandering Lifestyle tree. Again, we'll take a look at that in a minute in the video. And then the second half of this DLC is the new activities designed for the new lifestyle branches. And as you can see, these are inspection, hike, and monument expeditions. And then each one of the breakdowns here actually tells you which branch they are linked to. So inspection, inspectors obviously can examine their realm and pursue improvements to the realm. Hike is wanderers. They can reduce stress with a walk in the wilderness. And then monument expedition, this is for voyagers. They can set forth to see special buildings in other realms, new events connected to travel, and new lifestyles, and the associated activities. So there we go. They are the 2 main features coming with this DLC. And those new activities, they are directly linked to the lifestyle trees. We'll actually see the UI. It does call that out in the lifestyle kind of system UI. It says if you pick this lifestyle, you will unlock these new features depending on which options you choose. So they're all kind of linked into making you playing this wandering lifestyle. And then you get these new adventures, you get these new activities, and then kind of play that like wandering ruler or just a landless character exploring the realm and kind of seeing what's going on. I think this DLC looks like it's going to link very nicely into tours and tournaments. Obviously, you're traveling around the map as a ruler in that DLC, and then obviously you can do that as well as a landless character. And then Roads to Power brought a lot more travel on the map, so this event pack fits in very nicely with that, which is what they did announce at the time, but now we can see what it gives us. I think it does kind of reinforce that this is obviously all about traveling the map, seeing what's going on, having some adventures, and it looks like these different trees here do allow you to do different things as well. It's not really just all travel. Some of this, as we will see, is kind of like mini tours in a way, so that could be a good way to get some additional bonuses for your realm instead of having to fork out all the money for a grand tour or something. But anyway, that is the news they gave today. As I said, they are going to start the dev diaries tomorrow, so I will be covering them as always. We will take a quick look at the new screenshots they gave out today, and this is the first one for the lifestyle. We are finally getting our 6th lifestyle in the base game, and that is wandering. Focus on traveling to the corners of the world, seeing great sights that others can only dream of, and surviving to tell the tale, hopefully, I guess. And then as I said, it does show unlock new activities based on the decisions you choose here. Nothing else really to show there. But then we do get a screenshot of the actual lifestyle itself. So there are 3 lifestyle focuses. Internal affairs, that improves your stewardship, intrigue, and control. Journey focus, that one is every travel location you lose 2 stress, which to be honest will add up quite a bit, especially if you're doing longer travels. And then +2 diplomacy. And then the last one is destination focused, and that gives you point of interest prestige +50, which again will add up quite a bit, especially if you're in somewhere like, you know, around Hadrian's Wall or somewhere where you can kind of pick up a bunch of them really quickly. That is a nice bit of extra prestige. I mean, not a lot, but it is a nice little bonus for just choosing a focus. And then +1 martial and +1 stewardship as well. So you can see from these, they do cover a few different areas of the game. Now, the other part, the actual branches themselves, we can't really see what any of these give. In this example, they've gone all the way down Inspector, but we can't see what the bonuses are. I would imagine tomorrow we will get our first look at those. I would think about what these different kind of nodes on there will give us. But you can see, you know, Inspector, just by the names, no stone unturned, inspection, arbitration. I kind of feel like this is going to be obviously stewardship focused for the most part. And then Wayfarer, far and wide, storyteller of the people, travel companions, local hero. It seems like, coupled with the journey focused, this is going to be diplomacy, more stress, maybe opinion modifiers, things like that in this one. And then the last one, Voyager, coupled with destination focused, is martial stewardship, point of interest prestige. This one is just going to be all about, as they said in that dev post, improving your linguistic skills and the life of a tourist and sightseer. And you can kind of see that from the options here, I guess. You know, finally there, journey planner, the actual journey itself, been there, done that, gracious host, impeccable guest. Again, it looks like maybe these are going to be some opinion modifiers. I would imagine it's going to make you a lot quicker at traveling as well, maybe removing some of that kind of danger from traveling as well. And then maybe, as the kind of description gave away, maybe some language bonuses, maybe even some culture bonuses as well, things like that. It does say as well mercenary contacts. I wonder if that is one that's based around making travel safer or something as well. These do cover landed and unlanded, so I do wonder if some of these will give your unlanded adventurers some kind of bonuses, not just based around travel, but as that is the main focus, I imagine most of them are going to be focused in that way. But yeah, that is how they look. As I said, in the dev diary tomorrow, I imagine we'll get our first look at what all of these do in a little bit more detail. Outside of that, there's just some screenshots about the actual in-game, how these play out. So the first one here is the Monument Expedition. We've seen this UI for obviously all travel at the moment, and we can't really see anything additional here except for intent. You have one purpose and one purpose only: to gather as much knowledge as you possibly can. You could choose to increase your chance for an extra skill point in exchange for stress, and that is knowledge hoarding. So it looks like you can build up a bunch of stress on your travel, but it will give you lifestyle skills in that exchange. So, you know, if you have maybe other modifiers that reduce your stress gain, that could be a pretty good one to get to really build up your lifestyle experience. But apart from that, I don't think we see anything else additional in here. You can see it's going to the Alhambra Fortress ruins. It does say you'll get martial and intrigue from this, but I believe that's what you get already in the game for visiting this, and I don't think there's anything else in that screenshot that's different. You can see in this next screenshot the inspection. So for this, you can intent for overseer intent or survey intent. So for overseer, it says the local stewards and nobles are known for their extra taxes and deep pockets. Let's put an end to that. So I guess you get some events and some modifiers where I guess maybe you get some more money, or the locals are happier because you're making them tax them less or something like that. Much more likely you're going to take the money for yourself. You know, nobody cares about serfs in this game. And then the survey intent, you can actually see that one as well. See what learnings we can bring back from the local bureaucracy back to our capital. A chance to gain additional bonuses for the capital. So it looks like you get some modifiers. I wonder if you get some development bonus as well if you choose that one. But again, this is just a small activity you can get up to. And then you can see the Monument Expedition in this next one. Same as a feast or something like that. You play through the kind of activities UI and we'll see what kind of plays out after that. It does say at the bottom, chosen skill, chance to gain an extra skill increase on conclusion, 7%. So it looks like for the Monument Expedition, there's a chance to pick up some lifestyle skills again, which would play into the fact we have a new lifestyle tree. I wonder if they're going to kind of be not more liberal with skill points. I think for the most part, if you play a ruler that lives a long time, you do get a lot of skill points, but I wonder, as the Wandering one isn't like as focused as the other 5 are, I wonder if they're going to plan around you generally being able to pick up like one of those branches and then switch to a more focus in your lifestyle tree. I would quite like that, to be honest, because the last one is a bit more generalized. Obviously, until we know exactly what the bonuses are, we won't really know if that's the case, but it looks like for a general character, it'd be kind of cool to have one of those focuses and then go back to martial or something like that, or start martial, and then if you're kind of role-playing, you can think, well, in my later life, I want to travel the world, and I'll change to wandering and have some adventures, but we'll see, obviously, once we get more information. And then outside of that, for the rest of this, there's just some events they showed off. As they have mentioned, it is an event pack, so we will get a bunch of events based on the content about traveling and all those kind of things. You can see here, this one is a hike, and there is a burning farm, and you can play out some adventures with that as well. But with that, that is our initial look at the announcement for Wandering Nobles. We will find more information, as I said, tomorrow. That is when the dev diary starts, so I will obviously be covering that on the channel. So as I said at the beginning, do make sure you've liked the video, subscribe to the channel. I cover Crusader Kings 3, all the news, dev diaries. I do live streams every Monday and Thursday, and I cover everything else about this game. And I also cover Project Caesar, aka EU5. If you haven't seen that announcement, it was on the forums quite a while ago, and we're up to like the 35th dev diary if you aren't aware that they are happening, and I'm covering those as well on the channel. But we'll leave it there for today, and I'll see you back tomorrow for additional news on this DLC.